What's good with y'all, man? What's going on? Let me adjust this camera some. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hold on, let me get the lighting together. Hold on. What up, y'all? A little impromptu live. You know, not planned, but we here. We are here. What up with y'all? Hold on, let me let it adjust because the camera doing its own thing. What up with y'all, man? Hold on, let me pop out the chat so I can see what y'all talking about. Let's see if I can move the camera some. Because it's doing its own thing. How is that? Is that better? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? What up with y'all, man? Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. If y'all can, if y'all don't mind. Who in here? What's good? Michael Clark, Jay Money, Renee Allen, what's going on? Stargirl, what's good? Darnell Lamar, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Eddie Russell, Teflon Breed. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me loud and clear? What's good? Got an Eagles fan here early. You know what I'm saying? Young boy JD with the $9.99 super chat. He came out shooting quick. Appreciate you, bro. What is good, man? I'm 100% feeling my big brother. I'm sorry how our team has been doing. Man, I've been so busy with work. Hey, man, you got to get that money and making clips and videos. But, man, I'm going to send you my email link up, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for that super chat, my brother. Keep doing your thing. Keep grinding. It's going to come together. Glad y'all can hear me loud and clear. Let's talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk a little bit. Y'all see the first and foremost, have y'all been keeping up with who we were having meetings with today? Formal meetings and things like that. I just wanted to, tap in and see where y'all at. Have y'all been keeping up with it like I was earlier? Shout out to Nick Harris. Shout out to um Patrick Nosey Walker. Shout out to Miss Hutchinson. I think her name is Nicole Hutchinson. People that are on the ground and reporting this stuff for us, putting this news up throughout the day, who we had formal meetings with, who we're not, getting interviews. I think that's super dope, keeping us informed. So I figured I'd just jump in here and kind of touch base with y'all for a little bit. As y'all know, I'm about to be out of town for the next couple of days. Taking the fam on a little vacation, so we're gonna be moving. So I figured I would jump in here and go live with y'all because I ain't gonna be able to go live Saturday night like normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try my best to get y'all some stuff while I'm moving around, but I can't make promises. I'm gonna try, but I might be off the grid for a couple days if not. Um, Let me see. Howdy Rome. I'm trying to see if any of y'all seen it. Been at work all day, been at work. Okay, I'll read some of the names. Are y'all familiar with the names before we go forward? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all familiar with like some of the people that some of the hot names, linebacker, D tackle wise? Like Junior Colson, Edrin Cooper, Tavondre Sweat, you know what I'm saying? Mason Smith, D tackle, 6'6 D tackle. I think he's like 315, 320 out of LSU. Like really large D tackle, kind of like Chris Jones kind of size, you know. And I'll read off this list. This is from Nick Harris. The people we had formal meetings with. And for what I understand, shout out to Patrick No C Walker. I got something on this hat and it's bothering me like crazy. I don't know if y'all noticed. It's like a piece of lint. It's just driving me nuts. That's what happens when you get the new camera. You can see stuff. What's going on, Loves Beauty? Anna Castro, Darnell Lamar, Mark Holmes, my guy, my guard. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mark Holmes, one of the goats in this. Can't even talk. Yeah, man, I be noticing stuff on my hat that I ain't used to care about because I couldn't see it. But now you get a new camera, you can see all kinds of clear HD. Like, what is that on my shirt? But these are some of the formal meetings and the informal meetings. From what I understand, the informal meetings is when you just kind of touch base with a player in passing. It might not be like It might be just a quick question at the podium. Um, just catching the players around the combine and just kind of just tapping them like a very, very. I mean, it's as it implies, just very informal. What's up, Trey Manning? What's up, Albert Smith? But the formal meetings is like I guess the club pulled you to the side and really had a little discussion with you, asking some actual questions. So I was interested because I started to see today was defensive day, defensive tackle, edge, linebackers. But to see the ones they were tapping lets me know that they might have a inkling or something in them that might say, we might go early. We might go early. Because to see them have a formal meeting with Junior Colson, I feel top 5 linebacker in this draft. Tyron Harper, linebacker out of Missouri. Edrin Cooper. He's being almost touted as the number 1 linebacker in this draft. I'm not gonna lie. So formal meeting with him. Formal meeting with defensive tackle McKinley Jackson out of Texas A&M. Defensive tackle Mason Smith out of LSU. Defensive tackle Chris Jenkins out of Michigan. And now, before y'all freak out, I know when you hear Michigan and you start thinking about Taco, and unfortunately you start thinking about Mazy and Schoonmaker, it kind of distract you. You got get a little scared. Derek Hughes, what's good? I get it. Michigan give you PTSD. It's like I don't know about any more defensive players or players period from Michigan. I get it. We've been rolling the bad dice. I get it. And we also had formal meetings with Rook. It's hard to say his name. Ohorio from Clemson, another D tackle, and Tavondre Sweat. Y'all know Tavondre Sweat. He's one of the highest touted D tackles in this draft out of University of Texas. And I wanted to just read some of those names. If you didn't get them all, you can run it back. Or you can, like I said, you can visit Nick Harris's Twitter post. You can go to Patrick No C Walker's Twitter, and they have a listing of all the players. And you can just get an idea of some of the people they met with. Another assortment of defensive ends: Xavier Thomas, David Agnuwagbi, I think, Jalen Harrell. These are defensive ends. Mo Karma, linebacker Tyrese Knight, Jalen Ford, Darius Masao, Curtis Jacobs. These are linebackers. Maris Lafau out of Notre Dame. These are all informal. Logan Lee, Leonard Taylor, Dwayne Carter. Those are 3 defensive tackles. Now, I'm reading those names just so you can get familiar with them. But the only reason I'm bringing them up is because me personally, I'm not draft guru guy. Y'all know that, right? But I pay attention to these things because I'm trying to see where the front office's mindset is. Seeing who they're actually interviewing formally and informally just gives you a little bit of a heads up. And shout out to my boy Space Cowboy. If y'all not familiar with Space, go check out his YouTube channel. One of my first big supporters. He did drop a nugget earlier when he was saying, unlike most teams, pay attention to who the Cowboys have formal meetings with, because they usually pan out to be people that they actually bring in or actually draft. 3 people we had formal meetings with last year from the combine, we drafted all of them. Mazy Smith, Schoonmaker, and I forgot the other name. I got to dig that up. But we actually did draft the people that we had formal meetings with. So the Cowboys like to tip their hat and just show you, when it's not smoke screens. It's not, we really interested in this player. So I am happy, but we bring in Mike Zimmer. We're going to be changing our defensive scheme. He has specific players that he likes, types of players that he likes. And it's good to see we're already out there looking at those types of players. I just noticed I got a super chat from Lucas Herbert. Appreciate you. LSU has some dogs on the defense. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Mason Smith off LSU. He really has that Chris Jones build. I'm not comparing him to Chris Jones because that's probably the best defensive tackle in the NFL. But I just think it's dope that we are not letting – this is what I see. We're not letting the fact that Mazy Smith hasn't panned out yet. And before I go forward, let me ask y'all, have y'all given up on Mazy Smith? Are y'all done? Let me just ask y'all that. And y'all hit the like button for me. It's about 80 people in here. I know this is very late, impromptu. But I just wanted to chop it up with y'all while I can before before I get on the road. You know, I know Mazy had a horrible first year as far as, probably I know I was in the front of the hype train, you know. But I haven't given up on Mazy myself. I feel like Mazy is going to be fine. He does have to get that offseason peanut butter, as my boy Vach would say. He needs to put that weight back on, regain some of his confidence, and just continue to go at it. Rookies get passes. Even Jalen Carter, highly touted rookie for the Philadelphia Eagles, he had a phenomenal first half of the season and fell off a cliff the second half. Mazy just didn't really get his bearings. He had a couple of small flashes throughout the year, but after losing that weight, he didn't seem like himself. Let me read the comments. I don't know, defensive tackles take time to develop. Michael Clark. Mazy needs to get more playing time. He do. I'm indifferent on Mazy. I understand that. I haven't given up on him. Mazy Smith would be a good fit for us. Mason Smith. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Mason Smith I think would be great. I don't think we're gonna take him first round or nothing like that. I think Tavondre Sweat is the only one we would consider taking first round. He's like six, if I'm not mistaken, like 6'5", 360 or something crazy. His motor's crazy. He's very fast off the ball. Like he's a physical freak. Loves beauty. Raw. I didn't expect to see you tonight. Hey, look, I had to jump in here and get some live going because I ain't gonna be able to do it for the next like 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna be on the move. So I wanted to jump in here, watch Mason Smith's highlights. I'm gonna watch them after this. That's why things like this get me excited, and that's why I wanted to come here and share the stuff I saw with y'all. Because, like I said, I'm not necessarily the draft guru. I defer to my brother Jay Tuck, my brother DMV, Boss Cowboy, Law Nation, um, Vach Lombardi, like Skywalker, people I know that do way more film research and are a little bit more well versed in that. I'm getting better at it, but I don't come in here and try to talk like a guru because I would sound stupid. But I do know ball. I know what I'm looking for. I know what type of temperament I like my players to have, especially in different positions. And like with Edrin Cooper, I love his aggression. I love his instincts. I love his speed, sideline to sideline. You could say he's a lighter linebacker because he's like 230, 235-ish. I might be giving him a little bit of weight, but very fast, very instinctual. Not afraid to get in there, not afraid to shoot the gaps, not afraid to tackle. Um, I like it. Like people are comparing him to like a Fred Warner light. Getting compared to Fred Warner is a absolute great thing. Also they spoke with him today. They had that formal meeting, but just having an interview with him and hearing him, have interest in the Cowboys as well. Now, every player is going to have interest in every team. I get it, but it was just dope to hear him talk in a good vein for Dallas. It was good to just see us targeting positions of need. Jesse Harvey was good. If you think about it, what are the main positions of need the Cowboys need this offseason? Put your top 5 positions of need. I think the first 2, right off the bat, linebacker, running back. Linebacker, running back, center, because we're probably going to lose Biadish. Even Stephen Jones said we're probably going to lose Biadish. Linebacker, running back, center, like complete positions of need. D tackle, etc. Now, we do need to see what we're going to do in free agency. Please hit the like button for me. It's about 90 people in here, 50 likes. Let's get it to 70 likes if y'all don't mind. I know it was impromptu. I know it's late. I know it's only a couple of us, but if we're going to be in here together, might as well hit the like button. I'm reading it. DB and linebacker. I wouldn't say DB is a need. No. Center, tackle. I wouldn't say tackle is a necessarily need. Not if we bring back Tyron Smith. I think tackle is a foundational piece that we need for the future. I'm talking about for next year. If we re-sign in Tyron Smith like they're saying they're going to do, I don't want to draft a tackle early in the draft to sit. No. I need some. Could we agree on this, draft people? Can we agree on this? And I see that line. Can we agree that we need to draft people that can help us this year? Didn't we have a draft last year? Let me go and get this microphone. Didn't we have a draft last year that wasn't a help to us all year? Can we agree on that? We almost to 70 likes, 93 people in here. It's almost 100 people in here. We had a whole draft last year, not the undrafted free agents, not Bass, not Marquise Bell, none of the undrafted free agents, guys. We had a whole draft, and because Overshown got hurt, no help from our draft class. Schoonmaker didn't pan out. Mazy Smith, nope. Like, who panned out last year? I need to pay some dividends. I need to have a year like KC has had. I need some rookies to come in and play. So I'm not looking to draft people for the future. As Jerry Jones said, and we'll get to the front office and mixed messages real soon. 100 people in here, man. Y'all hit the like button for me. I want to focus on this year. I'm not focusing on the 2028 Cowboys. We'll focus on the 2028 Cowboys when we get to 2028. Young boy JD with the 499 super chat. Appreciate you. I want to say I can't stay long. I smashed the like button for you. Appreciate you. I'm gonna link you soon. Man, love y'all. All work, but stay strong, Rome. We got the next season to improve. Appreciate you, young boy JD, man. Have a good evening. Thank you for that super chat. Walter Moore with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Walter. Appreciate you. Is Overshown coming back? Yeah, Overshown will be back. Candace Martin, he'll be back. He had a torn ACL. I just don't want to lean on Overshown. I would like to draft a linebacker. I would like to use Overshown almost as depth. I don't want to say we need him to start. He's coming off a major injury. I feel like he can grow into something, but give him time. Sign a veteran linebacker, draft a linebacker, sign two veterans, like a mid-tier linebacker and a really good one. You know, one for depth, one to possibly start. Overshown can come back as a young depth, and then you can draft one that possibly can start. That's how you rebuild that room. We got to rebuild the linebacker room. Deontay, what's good? What's good? What's good? So I'm looking at it like putting full-fledged effort into the linebacker room. So when I see the amount of formal meetings we had with linebackers, it lets me know that they're taking them very serious. They're taking them very serious. If y'all familiar with Edrin Cooper, would y'all take him at 24? Is that too early? Maybe I should do a whole video on Edrin Cooper, put some highlights in it so y'all can kind of see it. Mason Smith is a dog from what I've seen. I just seen a little bit of him, and I seen his metrics, like his measurables, you know. But I wouldn't mind him. Now, what round would you take Mason Smith in? Because I'm not taking him at 24. I would take Tavondre Sweat at 24. But that's just because he's like a physical anomaly. 360 moving that fast. Now I'm taking that. He was talking earlier today about how he just grew into it. That's his man body. So yeah, I'm taking that. Would I take a receiver at 24? Absolutely, I would take a receiver at 24. Would y'all not? Because a receiver would come on, and the type of receiver we would get at 24, a Keon Coleman, Smith. I think it's Smith out of LSU. It's certain receivers that would come in and change our offense. You bring in a good enough receiver, then what? Brandon Cooks goes to your 3, or the rookie goes to your 3, but he'll be super dynamic and hard to cover. I would 100% take Keon Coleman. Because if Keon Coleman came in, let's just say, out of respect for Brandon Cooks, he's your 3. What third corner in the league covering that? 6'4". That type of speed. What the high point ability. What corner's covering that? No disrespect to Michael Gallup, but that's a different type of challenge. You know. That's why I'm looking forward to some of the offensive players that we're going to end up having formal meetings with, because this isn't going to stop. This is just kind of the early defensive formal meetings that we had. There are talk about offensive side of the ball. I'm curious to see what running backs we talk to. what centers, what guards that might be able to convert to center, like Barton and things like that. Everybody loves Jackson Powers. I get it, but there's other center prospects. It's not just Jackson Powers. Lucas Herbert with the $2 super chat. Mason Smith is a good run stopper. I think I got that one. Appreciate you. I like Troy Franklin. Word, word, word. If the Cowboys take him, Gallup will be an odd man out. I think Gallup, and we almost to 100 likes too. We have 76. Please hit the like button. I think Gallup's the odd man out anyway. I think Gallup's gone anyway. I think we can save like a decent amount. I don't want to guess the money, but it's a decent amount. If he's a post June 1st cut, I think Gallup is gone. Yeah, he's gone. TJ Combo, I have returned. You know, what's y'all favorite linebacker in the draft? What's y'all favorite? If y'all up on it, if y'all not up on it yet, that's fine. Edric Cooper's at the top for me right now. Colson's a more physical linebacker. He got about 10 pounds on him. But Colson's good. I like Peyton Wilson. Out of I think South Carolina. Peyton Wilson looks like he's going to be a problem. Very, very sad. His injuries and his age kind of worry me, though. His injuries and his age kind of worry me. Jalen Ford. Okay. I like that. I know some people talking about Trotter, Jeremiah Trotter. Not the biggest. I don't know. I'm not feeling Trotter personally. So it is what it is. But I don't think the Cowboys are either. That's why you don't see him as being, he's not even an informal meeting. So I don't think we got to worry about that. We did have a informal with Jalen Ford out of Texas. So that's good. I think it's Liaofu out of Notre Dame. He seems to be a solid linebacker. We had an informal with him. So we touching base with some linebackers. I know that Mike Zimmer, from what I understand, he puts big onus on linebackers and defensive tackles. So I don't think we're going to play that game of Mazy will get better, bring back Hankins, we good. No. That's another position I feel like we're going to sign a veteran. I don't know who, but I feel like we're going to sign a nice, decent defensive tackle veteran, and I can see us drafting one. That's my whole draft plan. If y'all ain't got it yet, y'all know my draft plan? Yes or no in the comments. Y'all let me know. If y'all know my draft plan. I can break it down for you. 86 likes. Let's get it to it. 30 people jumped in here. Y'all get 14 likes can happen. We can get to 100. Oh, y'all haven't heard my draft plan. It's real simple. It's not that deep. It's real simple. I can break it down for you. Draft plan is I want a vet in those major groups that we need help. Those major groups, I want a veteran and a rookie to solidify and rebuild the room. So I wouldn't mind, like, let's just say halfbacks. Let's just say running backs. I wouldn't mind a Derrick Henry, a Josh Jacobs, even if we broke down and had to bring back Tony Pollard. That's fine. That's the foundation. Go get a established veteran. And there's a bunch of established veterans out there, from Saquon, all kinds of established veterans. So there's going to be musical chairs with the running backs. All these veterans will be moving around. Make sure you get an established one. I don't think you're going to have to break the bank. When this many good running backs hit the market, there'll be a team that jumps first. It won't be the Cowboys, and they'll set the market. So if the first running back that hits the market signs for, like, let's just say the top back this year signs for $8-9 million. That sounds fair? $8-9 million. Let's just say the best veteran running back gets $8-9 million, right? That means that it's going to go down for the most part from there. So if the first couple get 8, 9, 7, 8, I think the Cowboys can get an established veteran for around $4 to $5 million. Whoever that may be, I don't know. I think that's just where the running back market is going to settle, and I'm comfortable with that kind of money. So you get an established veteran, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. It's so many of them. Get one. Then you go put effort into drafting a good one. Jalen Wright, Trey Benson, Blake Corum. Go get one of these nice, dope rookie running backs. Jonathan Brooks out of Texas, Wright's out of Tennessee, Corum out of Michigan. My man from Wisconsin, I always forget his name. Why do I always forget his name? Big running back out of Wisconsin that's kind of built like Derrick Henry. He might not be as physical though. Braylon Allen. Yeah, go get Braylon Allen. The quick back out of Oregon. Was it Bucky? Yeah, the Oregon running back. So you get your youth from the draft and you get your established veteran. Then my other part of my draft plan, get you a young receiver. Apparently this draft, Bucky Irvin. Apparently this draft class is super deep with receiver. I haven't done my due diligence. The name that I keep getting pegged to Dallas is either Thomas or Keon Coleman, around that range, right? But I'll start to dwell into better pass catchers later in the draft as we build. We 3 likes away from 100. So you know what I'm saying. Go get a good receiver somewhere within them first, I would say 4 rounds. And we don't have a 4th round pick because of Trey Lance. Don't get me started on why that's still stupid. If there's a possible way to trade back and get your 4th round pick, please do so. I wouldn't. Hey, this is a year. Let me ask y'all this. How would y'all feel about trading back this year? Because a lot of these players I'm talking about are available below pick 24. I would trade back into the second, get my 4th round pick back. Yeah. Get an extra 3rd. Trade back into the second, get an extra 3rd so you feel like you got your 4th back. And trade Trey Lance if you can. Get a later round pick. Because you can't be putting that much money into the quarterback room. Paying Cooper Rush millions, paying Trey Lance like $5 million, and paying Dak Prescott, somebody got to go. So I would trade back because a lot of these prospects are in that range. We want linebackers, running backs, D tackles. That's late 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round territory. Am I wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Trade Trey Lance. He got to go. That's a whole stream in itself. I don't care who you traded with. And if you don't get your 4th back, it is what it is. You shouldn't have traded it. Go get a 5th, but get him up out of here. You traded Amari Cooper for less than you got. I think you gave up a 1st for Coop and then traded him for a 5th. So I don't want to hear it. You traded Trey Lance, get him off my roster. He ain't helping nothing. I know for the anti-Dak people, you want to keep Trey Lance. But if you don't pay Dak Prescott, then I'll shut up. So I guess we'll know within the next 13 days. But right now, if the plan is set like I think it's set, they're going to pay Dak Prescott, get Trey Lance off my roster. Because there's too much money in the running back room. You can't be paying a project $5 million. You don't even know if he's going to play. That could be going to an actual viable player. That $5 million can be going to a decent linebacker. Get him off my roster. I think Chop Robinson is an excellent prospect. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to go for him. If he's there, they might though. He has shades of he's like Micah Light. I know they both went to Penn State, but I mean, I haven't done a lot of research on Chop. I just have heard about him and his attributes, and that he's like Micah Parsons-ish. But ain't nobody Micah Parsons, man. It's only one of those. We got a 1 of 1. 1 of 1. You know. I don't care what Jerry Jones. We'll talk about the mixed messages, Lucas Herbert. We will. We will talk about the mixed messages in a second. Just wanted to finish up a little bit of the draft talk. But my plan is basically go get I need veteran linebackers, 2, and a draft. And then you can bring back Overshown, rebuild the linebacker room, rebuild the running back room, get me a young receiver, get me a young D tackle. This ain't really that difficult. It's not. And I want them to go get their guy. I want them to use the same. We had 100 likes. Appreciate y'all. Use the same type of due diligence or the same type of aggressiveness that Detroit used last year when they went and drafted Gibbs early. Like, don't sit around and wait. Because it's pointless. Don't sit around and wait. That's how I feel. Go get your guy early. Don't play with it. If your guy is there, get him. If Tavondre Sweat is there at 24 and you feel like, and no one's want to trade back with you, and you feel like you can get him, and you're not going to be there in a second, but you feel like he can help this team, then draft him there. Don't be afraid because you took Mazy Smith in the first round last year. I cannot. It's a corner. Hey, y'all. Usually, I would say don't time people out, but we ain't having like actual football conversation. It ain't the night for that goofiness. Y'all know what to do. My mods know what to do. Go on and get the cornball up out of here. I'm not in the mood for it. So y'all know what to do. I'm just not in the mood for it. Usually I would attack the cornballs in the chat, but I'm not doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Some nights I'm in the mood for it. Some nights I'm not. Yeah, so whoever that dude came in here wanted to get his Cowboys hate on and just come in here and just talking about Dak Prescott, you can talk to yourself in the corner because we not doing it. Angry Cowboys fan. Shout out to Angry Cowboys fan, man. Be doing his thing. Be doing his thing. Definitely go check out my brother's channel. Excellent content, man. Excellent content. I appreciate you. Yeah, get him up out of here. I'm not here to do the Cowboys Dak slander. He can yell at the screen and call me corny all he wants to. He probably still watching though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Angry Cowboys fan do his thing. That's why I had to share his clip the other day about Stephen A. Smith. Excellent breakdown. Excellent breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a fan of yours, my brother. Keep doing your thing. As a matter of fact, let me get him, make sure he is a mod, just out of salute to y'all know I like to show love to my peoples in the community. Because I look, that's my first time, bro. Hey, sometimes you gotta use that power. I'm like that, man. Look, Angry Cowboys fan. I'm still a fan of everybody in the game, man. That's how we rock as a community. We got to show each other love because we all bring our own special sauce to the table. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing, but I'm not like my brother Jay Tuck. I'm not like DMV. They bring their own special sauce to the table. You bring your sauce to the table. And that's why the Cowboys content community is dope because we bring our own special sauce. We all got our own dopeness we can bring. And it just make it fun. You can bounce from channel to channel and get different things. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm in here talking draft. I'm no draft guru. Pale Moon, what's good? But that don't mean I can't talk draft. I feel like we could just learn together. That's what we do on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean you can't have passion for the draft, excitement for prospects, just because you're not an expert. We just talking. And as we learn and we bring stuff to each other, y'all might tell me a prospect to check out, and then we keep moving. The final word is amazing. Them my brothers. You know, I love to just listen to the final word. I know. I think my boy Boss is live right now. The main reason why I'm live. Usually I wouldn't even rock with live right now because Boss is live. But I wanted to touch base with my peoples because I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So the next couple of days when Boss and them is killing it, you know, I'm gonna be traveling with the fam, so I'm not gonna be able to go live. So I wanted to just touch base with my peoples, my supporters, before I dip out and be with the fam. Let's get back to business. I got you. I got you. But yeah, like the foundation of us building this year in the offseason. I don't expect Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones to go out there and go too crazy. We can talk about this all-in thing real quick because I did put mixed messages about the front office. We can shift gears a little bit. The reason why I'm saying mixed messages is because one thing, Jerry Jones comes out and says we're going all in. I know he's using buzzwords to get us excited. I never expected him to go crazy. Like I said, we're not going to get there won't be any Chris Jones signing. There's not going to be Patrick Queen. I do think they're going to get a veteran running back. I don't know who. I think that'll be some of the juice. I don't know if it'll be Saquon or Derrick Henry, but I do think they're going to get a good running back. I don't feel like they're going to bring back Tony Pollard. I feel like if they're going to bring back Tony Pollard, it would have been whispers of it already. The Cowboys like to get ahead of things and kind of get a deal in place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if Tony Pollard's going to sign, it's going to be because no other team picked him up. I feel like Tony Pollard's going to end up somewhere like in Philadelphia for some odd reason because I know that Kellen Moore likes him, but that's a story for another day. I just feel like that's going to be one of our bigger signings, veteran halfback, and I feel like we're going to go get a good D tackle. I just don't know who. I don't know if it's going to be what's the guy's name out of Indianapolis? Grover Stewart. Rome. There's a lot of prospects in the HBCUs. I know we actually pay attention to HBCUs. We got the FAMU gentlemen on, two of them, actually. Although we let one of our prospects from the HBCUs go, Isaiah Land, and he got picked up by the Colts. Cowboys actually do tap into the HBCU, so I do appreciate that. Sean Nesbeth with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Shout out to you and the fam. Y'all be safe on your travels and have a good time. I appreciate you, Sean. And I'm going to try my best to actually, like I said, get some content up on the move. It just might be quick and short. I'm not going to be able to do no live streams. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be too much moving around. So I'll get y'all what I can. Y'all know I can't help but try to make something. I think we're going to let Rico Dowdle walk, Jay Bryant. Because they said it. Rico Dowdle and Tony Pollard will be free. Now, we might bring Rico Dowdle back on a super cheap deal. But I want two new backs, man. I think the only back y'all gonna see next year that's just completely under contract because of rookie stuff is Deuce. Deuce Vaughn will be around and he'll get a shot to make the team, but we'll see. I think Deuce might be on the practice squad a little bit next year, and we'll just see where we go from there. Yes, Ron, praying safe travels to you and your family. I appreciate you, Loves Beauty. I do. But yeah, I'm just looking at the fact that Jerry said we was going all in, but then Stephen Jones comes out this week and he really just throws the most mixed message. Like, it's his demeanor. I don't know if y'all seen the little interview clips. You could check it out in my last video. He just got a smug, we always going all in. I mean, when haven't we not gone? Jerry always goes all in. We don't have a culture problem. It's kind of like Stephen Jones think this is a joke. Like, he take this whole passion that we got for the team as a joke. He's arrogant and smug, and he got a punchable face. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm not trying to incite no violence for Stephen Jones. It's just he got a punchable face. It's annoying. It's annoying. I think deep down, Jerry Jones really, really wants to be the old Jerry Jones. I just feel like he don't have the energy in his age to overrun his son. So we get the fiscally responsible, non-aggressive, never go all in Cowboys. And I feel like hopefully Jerry can push enough this year so we get some decent players for Mike Zimmer's team. Now, shout out to my brother Skywalker Steele. Y'all better know Sky. Y'all better know who Sky is. Don't act stupid. Hold on, make sure y'all can still see me. Why the chat seem like it's frozen? Hold on. Let me restore the chat. Hold on. Y'all know Sky, I'm sure. Hold on. Fixing this. Hold on. He had a great nugget on one of his shows. I forgot the day. It was like within the last 2 weeks, where he did a breakdown talking about every time we have a defensive coordinator change, the Cowboys actually do spend their free agency. Now we might not spend, like I said, Chris Jones money, but we do spend. And when we did Mike Nolan, I think we signed like 9 free agents in the defense. And I think with the amount of people moving around, I can see legitimate signings. I can see our D tackle. I can see linebacker signings. I can see legitimate effort. Maybe even another DB. I've heard whispers. You know whose name I've been hearing whispers of? You know what's crazy? Because everybody, y'all want back Gilmore, right? Y'all want Stephon Gilmore back, right? Y'all want y'all want Stephon Gilmore back, right? This is a veteran. Even though we getting back Trayvon Diggs and stuff, y'all will probably bring back Gilmore. But you know what I'm hearing? I'm not saying he's definitely coming back, but I'm hearing that we might consider bringing back Cheeto. Now, would y'all bring back Cheeto? Chidobe Awuzie. Yeah, the Cheeto that went to the Super Bowl after he left the Cowboys, like everybody do, which is super frustrating. Now, I would rather have Gilmore too for his knowledge and his prowess, but speed wise, Gilly's speed seems like it's a little bit gone. The irony is, I bring back J. Lou too. J. Lou had a pretty decent year this year. But the irony is, we got our 2 starters. We got Deron Bland. We got Trayvon Diggs. We need to fill out the rest of the DB room. Are we going to move Bland back into the slot and get another outside corner? It depends on what we're going to do. You know, it's one of those things where there is definitely room for improvement, room for veteran signings and stuff like that. J. Lou's probably going to Washington. He might. Depends on his relationship with the Jones family and if he wants to come back here, if they're going to sign him for anything. He just might go to Washington. We 100% we're gonna probably lose Armstrong to Washington. Dante Fowler got a real good relationship with Dan Quinn. He's probably gone. But just because some of those players are gone, don't mean we can't refill that room. Because there are veterans on the market that could come in and fill those spots. I'm just saying. But the Jones family and his mixed messaging, man, it's one of those things where I legitimately am at a crossroads with what we're gonna do. It's going to show me what I need to see what they're going to do with Dak Prescott. I hate to take it there. I know that's a hot button word. I know as soon as you bring up Dak's name, the whole energy shifts, but it's real. I need to see what's going on with this contract. It is the biggest telltale sign of what we're doing this year. We extend Dak Prescott. It lets me know, okay, they trying to win. Now they trying to win OD. Like they're not trying to win like San Fran and them. They're not going to chips all in like that. But they extend Dak Prescott. That means they're trying to keep this team together and they're going to give it another shot for 2-3 years. I feel like that's our current window. 2 or 3 more years. And then you can argue Cowboys ain't got a window. I know how the haters do your thing. I'm talking to the optimistic Cowboys fans. I feel like we got a 2 or 3 year window before this team a lot of things starts to change. Maybe 3. We extend Dak Prescott 4 years. We got a 3 to 4 year window. The segment of that contract. We don't get it done within this time frame of this contract, they're 100% going to tear it down and start moving things around. My point is, though, if they don't sign Dak Prescott, the hard conversation, that means they're going to do that whole restructure for 1 year. We're not going to nearly make as many offseason advances because we won't have the money. They'll blame that on Dak Prescott and say we would have been able to make more moves, but our quarterback wouldn't allow us. And then we're going to go into this farewell season turmoil, lame duck McCarthy year. It's going to just be all bad. I promise y'all, if we don't sign Dak Prescott, my optimism might be gone. And it's not just because I don't believe we can't win any games with Dak on a 1-year contract. It's going to be because I'm going to be completely confused about what we're doing financially as a team. You know, a lot of people say, are you a fan of the Cowboys or a fan of Dak Prescott? I'm a fan of the Cowboys. If the Cowboys had a viable way to change quarterbacks and it made sense, I would get aboard. But when people just say, yo, just get rid of them and we'll figure it out on the fly, that's stupid. That's literally like quitting your job and then going to start rebuilding your resume when you're at home with no income. That makes sense to y'all? Change owners. Don't we all wish? I don't think that's happening. Let's get it to 130 likes. You right there. Like quitting your job and then building your resume at home with no plan is the stupidest non-adult crazy thing. And that's why I think that we're going to. Stephen Jones ain't got the heart to just wing it. If he had the heart to wing it, we would go after bigger name free agents more regularly and take bigger risks. Stephen Jones is 100% the let's just stay status quo and hope something goes our way. So I feel like he talk a good game, he bluff, but they're gonna send that contract over for Dak to sign in the next 10 to 13 days. And then we'll move forward with our offseason accordingly. He do not have the heart, the stomach to just be like, all right, to tell his fan base, his season ticket holders, hey, this is probably gonna be a down year. Because I'm not gonna be able to make no additions to the team because I'm mad because I don't like my all pro, led the league in touchdowns, top 10 quarterback. I would prefer to go with an unproven Trey Lance or a dice roll at quarterback in the draft. And before anybody says, well, the draft works out, there's all kinds of Zach Wilsons and Josh Rosens and Sam Darnolds and numerous other top quarterbacks that have been drafted that just ain't pan out. And you sitting there starting over once again. I'm cool. Give me my next 4 years with Dak Prescott. Let's just see what we can figure out and make it work. I know to a Dak Prescott hater, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, oh my God, 4 or 5 more years or whatever. I get it. You'll get over it. But I just feel like the offseason really can't proceed. Like I got excitement over these prospects and who we might draft. I got an idea on the offensive offseason plan on veteran signings and foundational pieces before we draft and how we can rebuild this defense and the vision of what Mike Zimmer does normally and getting another offensive weapon and a running back to shore up this offense. Even though it was clicking last year, we just need a couple more pieces. Getting a better center to show up the run game. It's all kinds of great things we can do, but you will deflate this team. Like, just gut the whole. I'm telling you. You don't sign Dak Prescott, you're gonna gut the whole morale of this team on purpose. And that's nuts. You would be saying, listen, I don't care if you would be telling your locker room, I don't care if you're an all pro. I don't care if you lead the league in one of the most major statistics like touchdown passes. It don't mean we're gonna believe in you. If we don't like you personally, you can go. It'll be just a horrible vote of confidence to the rest of your team leaders. I wouldn't be excited about signing a contract if I was CD Lamb. I just was an all-pro 2 years back in the back, and you're telling me I don't know who's going to be throwing you the ball. That's on you, not me. What? Micah Parsons, go out there and play your heart out, but I don't really know if we don't have a good offense or not because we starting over at quarterback. What? Like, nah, that sounds crazy. Like, if I'm Tyron Smith, I don't want to come back and start over with a rookie. I'm in the back half of my career. I just was an all-pro myself. I want to play with an established veteran that knows this game. I don't want to start over and block for somebody that don't know how to play. I'm Zach Martin. Why am I playing? Like, what's wrong with y'all? If I'm D-Law, really? We starting over? Some of these players are like, nah, man, I got 2 or 3 years left in me. I'm not starting over from scratch. Like, nah. Y'all be saying it'll feel different. No. The mistakes from a rookie gonna feel like, yo, what did we just do? Because all of y'all people, Sheila Neal, was good. All of y'all people that don't like Dak Prescott would be physically sick to watch him have success somewhere else. I've used the Steelers a lot lately. I think that's where Russell Wilson is going. But you put him on an established roster and watch him start to dominate, you're going to feel sick. I'm telling you right now. Super sick, like, yo, what did we just do? I know y'all don't want to take my word for it. Y'all think there's no what team would want him? Oh, trust me, there are teams right now. We don't have to worry about that because as much as I keep having this weird feeling that they gonna not do it, my gut is telling me that Stephen Jones ain't got the nuts. He don't got the heart to do it. He gonna sign Dak. He gonna do it begrudgingly. He gonna talk under his breath. He gonna slide the paper over frustrated. He gonna sign Dak. He gonna kick and scream and complain for the next 3 to 4 years, but he gonna sign him because he know that Dak Prescott ain't never had a losing season as a starting quarterback. Dak almost guarantees you a trip to the playoffs. It's a 17 playoff. With our roster, you can't name 7 quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott in the NFC. So we're going to the playoffs every year he starts. Now you'll say, well, he hasn't done good in the playoffs. That's another story for another day. But we're going to get there. Let's roll the dice and just try and figure it out. Y'all want to start over with a Quincy Carter reenactment or all of those other guys we went through the other night in my live stream and go, what, a 2 or 3 year drought? Y'all ain't built for a 2 or 3 year drought. Y'all can't handle 12-5 3 years in a row and losing in the playoffs. What makes Cowboys fans think that they can handle a 2 to 3 year playoff drought? Y'all ain't built for that. Y'all can't handle playoff exits. I don't like being talked about at my job or at my school because we keep exiting the playoffs early. You would prefer people say you can't even make the playoffs for a year on end. You would prefer to be just a doormat, like Washington has been. That's what you want to do. You just want people to just be like, yo, y'all can't even make the playoffs. Why is you talking to me? That's what you want to do? You want to be having these draft conversations in November. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to have draft talk over Thanksgiving dinner. So you want to begin your seconds talking about, yo, we should take this quarterback. That's what y'all want to do? You want me wrapping Christmas gifts hoping maybe we'll get the 6th pick this year. like that's what y'all don't like this whole go to the playoffs, have hope, hopefully things work out. TC on the drums with $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Rome, a real one. Y'all hit the like button. Thanks, my brother. I appreciate you for that super chat. I'm just saying, like, the way Cowboys fans talk, I know some of the Dak haters hate Dak so much, but you ain't built. You are not built for the lifestyle of we just don't win. We went 5, I think 5-11, 3 years in a row, something stupid. Remember the Jason Garrett years, the 3 years, 8-8, when we missed the playoffs? I had just graduated. It was rough. 3 years, 8-8 in a row. And we lost to Washington one year, sent us home. The Eagles sent us home one year. And the Giants, all 3 of our division rivals, sent us home 3 years in a row. 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Y'all would rather go back to that. 3 years of 8-8 in a row. Because the 3 years of 12-5 in a row, you can't jive with 12-5. Yeah, the Dave Campo years. Y'all think y'all built for that? Y'all built for early mock drafts. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm gonna be the first one to admit I ain't built for it. I ain't trying to see what it's about. I ain't trying to be tough. As I tell my kids all the time, we live in the suburbs for a reason. I don't want to live in the hood. I'm cool. like, I'm not built. Hey, look, they call us trust fund kids as Cowboys fans anyway. That's fine. I'll be that. I don't want to slum it. I don't want to. Nah. No. I like my cushy suburban 12-5, 3 years in a row. That's what I want to do. So y'all go do that. Y'all go slum it. Go pick another rough team to slum it with. I plan on continuing to win with Dakota Prescott. So let's get the contract done so we can get these free agents together. And then once we really get a good look at what we're doing as a team, then we can really start putting our draft board together. I don't want to go backwards, as Sheila Neal said. I don't want to go backwards neither. But look, y'all, I'm a slide. I appreciate y'all. I jumped in here with y'all for a minute because I'm going to be on the road the next about 4 days. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy that the Cowboys is taking this whole defensive foundational thing serious with linebackers and defensive tackles. But like I said before, oh yeah, and hit the subscribe and the like button if you can on your way out. If you're not already subscribed, y'all been doing y'all thing. Y'all running the channel up, man. Channel up. Seriously, over like 1,100 new subscribers in the last month. Like it's been phenomenal. So I gotta say thank you to all of y'all before I go. But and I ain't forget the old line. I see you. I like the things I'm seeing, like I said, formal meetings and stuff like that. But the front office got to stop sending mixed messages. Let's get on one accord, get our quarterback signed. Let's stop playing games. Once that signature goes down and that contract is signed, we extend CD Lamb. We can start doing some real business and locking in for the next couple years and stop playing. Because I don't want to go back to 8-8 or 5-11 or the dark days because y'all don't like one teammate or one player on the team. Grow up, stop playing, sign Dak Prescott. Let's get back to work. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I holla. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.